Hey, Tracy. Okay, so I'm going to be making pill tray today. Um, I know that we had um, a custom, actually two custom requests. So I'm gonna do one today, but we also still have this guy to unmold. So first things first, let's stir up. This is the clear. I've got 7 ounces of clear uh, measured out. So I am going to go ahead and mix it up. 'Cause this is my tabletop resin, so it's a bit thicker. So it's going to take a little bit to get it all stirred well enough. Because in this particular mold, I am planning on doing um, fireworks in it. And then we've got, well, I'll show you the colors that I picked out. And then um, I do have uh, some items that are going to be up for sale if anybody is interested. And then, so it should be, okay, there we go. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, so I figured out how to do banners. Yay, fancy me. So I put my Cash App information, Venmo, and PayPal scrolling across the bottom if there's anybody who's interested in any of the items that we're going to have for sale today. But first, let's get the resin mixed up before we do anything else because that's always the fun part, and I like doing that first. Um, so I'm gonna stir up the resin, and then we'll unmold. Well, no, we'll stir the resin. I'll show you the colors. We'll unmold and pour, and then we'll go through the sales stuff. I always hate doing the sales stuff just because I always feel bad. Mainly because I don't feel like my art is anything. Um, so hey, Deborah. So I know it's been a bit since I was on. So many things. Hey, how are you? So yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks. Well, Thanksgiving was fine. I mean, as a whole, um, we you guys saw that we didn't have any water over Thanksgiving. The pipe burst in our front yard, and obviously that was an expense that we were not expecting. And so right now, as it sits right now, and thank you, Jennifer, I really appreciate that. Hey, Kim. Um, so they dug up my whole front yard, and they replaced the piping and all of that stuff. And then they said they were going to come back to like fix everything, but they haven't come back yet. So my front yard is a mess. It's just dirt and mud and everything, and it doesn't help. Uh, because it has gotten below freezing. So I don't know when they're gonna come back. If they're just gonna end up coming back in the spring, um, I don't know. I mean, the last couple of days it's been pretty cold, but today wasn't too bad. In the morning it was chilly. But as the day went on, it got to be in the 50s. So, you know, it is what it is. So anyhow, it's good to see you guys. Um, I'm glad that I came on because I'm exhausted. Today has been super busy, but I made a commitment and I'm like, you got to do this because this is my me time and I like doing my art and because it's just relaxing. So this is 7 ounces of clear resin. So it's not completely stirred yet. And this is a tabletop resin. So it's considered a coating resin and it's super thick. And as you can see, um, it's not stirred all the way. And how I know that is if you can see there, can you see the streaks in there? When the streaks go away, and that's when I know it's mixed all the way through. Some people set up a timer and just mix for 4 minutes. I don't do that. I know that's very non-technical. Um, so, but upside is, I'm sure you guys. It was a good Thanksgiving. We didn't have water. My husband got water. He got jugs of water for the house because we didn't have any water, so we needed water to, wash our hands and whatnot. So while we did not have any running water, I still managed to cook a full Thanksgiving dinner with no running water. So that's pretty dang good, I think. We had mashed potatoes, um, we had a roasted chicken, a turkey breast, we had corn, cream corn, uh, what else? Mac and cheese from scratch. So yeah, um, so I pulled that all by myself with no running water. Yeah. So now it's getting through Christmas. It's funny because my son's like, "Are you in a Christmas spirit or something like that?" And so I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I find that Christmas can be super stressful, just because um, I always I enjoy giving gifts, and it stresses me out because I always want to make sure that when I give gifts, I give a gift that somebody actually wants. Because um, it can, yeah, it's definitely overwhelming. And I've got 3 nephews. I think they're 5, 13, and 15, I think. And so um, the 13-year-old, who is the same age as mine, my youngest, um, he's actually going on a school trip. So overseas. So I'm going to be giving him cash so he can use that as spending money. And then my sister's youngest, she said he needs headphones for school. And I'm like, really? You want me to give him headphones for school for his Christmas gift? No, I'm not going to do that. I said, so she said, well, he needs um, a lunchbox and he likes Disney stuff. I'm like, well, I can do a lunchbox. That's more fun. So I'm gonna do a Disney lunchbox, and then the oldest, I'll probably give him a gift card. Um, and then of course I have young cousins that are second cousins, and so they're all like under the age of 10. So I need to figure out what to get them, and I may just go with because my uh, cousins, their sisters, they're very much into getting learning gifts. They did that for my kids, so I may go that route. Some, I'm a stinker that way. I'm like, nah, I'll give them fun toys. Noisy fun toys are always better. Um, so yeah, the other thing is what else happened? Oh, I actually got a full apron. You should see how many pieces of clothing I have dried resin on. It's ridiculous. Yes, I keep them because you can't really see. But yeah, I felt that I actually needed to get a proper apron. So I did that because it was on sale, a really good sale. So I did that. So still stirring. So I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm sure it was probably hectic for everybody. Um, did it all go well for you guys? Cooking, and what kind of stuff do you guys normally eat for Thanksgiving? Is it just always turkey, or is it chicken or ham? We normally do roast turkey. No, not turkey, chicken. This was the first year I did a roasted turkey breast. And no, I have not finished, much less started any of my Christmas shopping. And I am very aware of how many days left there are till Christmas. I think the radio and the TV tells me that, like, daily. Okay, so that looks all mixed up really well. Ooh, that's nice. No cleanup, no cooking, standing in the hot kitchen. That sounds nice. What did you um where did you guys go? Okay, so really quick. Okay, so these are the colors that I picked, which is boring because this is my favorite color is blue. But the person that asked me to make this said that she wanted it to be blue, so we're gonna do blue, but we're gonna do a little fun thing. So, um, it's gonna be lagoon because I've done this combination before, ocean, and royal blue. These are gonna be the alcohol inks as fireworks, okay? And then we're gonna color um, some of the fireworks with the sparkly alcohol ink. So I'm gonna put some white. We're gonna do white. Yeah, we'll do white, a little bit of white, and then I'm gonna color with this sparkly um, alcohol ink. Um, Ooh, yummy. That sounds really nice. So what I'm gonna do though is with the fireworks, we're gonna drop down the alcohol inks. Once again, we unmold this one here, and then I'm gonna mix blue with the white, and then I'm gonna have white dots as well. So we're gonna mix it all up there. All right, so we're gonna unmold this one. This has been staring at me for the last however long. And I've been really wanting to unmold it. Told myself, do not back it because I want to see those blue petals. And because there are white petals as well. But I like the way it looks right now. That sounds yummy. I love lasagna. That's like one of my favorite meals. Um, I just I've never made it before. I always think it's like really daunting. Um, but I'm sure you've got it down pat, Deborah. And I love a good meatloaf. So okay, we're gonna unmold this guy because I don't want my resin to flash cure because we all know that happens. Okay, so ready? One, two, three. Oh, I love the way that came out. So I don't know if you can see the white petals came out super, super light and feathery. And then The blue petals are very light and feathery as well. And then we've got the fireworks in the center with the purple and the pink in the center. I love the way this came out. Here, and I will hold it up here so you guys can see. It always, like, you think that you know how it's going to turn out until you flip it over. And then like, I'm always shocked at what it actually looks like. And the thing is that I really like about this piece, because I didn't put any backing on it, you can use it this way or you can use it that way. Either way is very pretty. So all this would need is, I just need to clean up the edges, and then done. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the mold, and I'm gonna set this behind me, and we're gonna pour this guy here. Okay, so let us get, we need 1 cup for white, 1 cup for the other white plus blue. You know what I did? So I was getting rid of the garbage that was on my table, and I accidentally threw my white pigment paste in the garbage. I had to go get it out of there. So I was like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Not that I don't have several other different whites, but this was the white I wanted to use. I'm like, where did it go? I know I just saw it. Yeah, I threw it in the garbage. So, good one. All right, we're gonna pour maybe about half an ounce to an ounce in 1 cup, and then just about the same amount in the other cup. And this is just me guesstimating. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way. Let's get this down first before it goes wacko. Because I want to get the alcohol inks down. What's funny is after, I don't know how long, I'm finally running out of these plastic cups. So I had to get more. Thank goodness for Amazon and remembering what I bought, because otherwise I would never remember which cups I bought, because I really like these cups. All right. Hey, Alley Cat. Hey, Sally. How are you guys? Welcome in. Okay, so we've got this clear in, and here, I will show the two of you that just came in. This is what we just unmolded. And that was what it was in the mold. And this is what it looked like unmolded. I love the way it came out. The white petals and the blue petals came out super, super delicate and feathery. So, all right. Let's get our alcohol inks down. So, first up is royal blue. And once we get everything situated with the resin, we will do, if anybody's interested, buy whatever can help me pay off the plumbing problem I had on Thanksgiving. All right. Colors are just going on down in no particular way. And this is ocean. And then the last color is lagoon. If I can get the dang thing open. I am having a flare today, so it has been no fun because I've had to drive all over creation over the last several days. So, putting down, and I'm trying to like mix it up because the colors will sort of migrate, but not a lot because this resin is thicker, so it probably won't move as much. So there's that. Now, to get my colors in, we've got my white first. Hey, Angie. So this is the white. Just, we'll do like 1.5 drops of the white here. And then in the other one, I want to just do, we'll do it's kind of like maybe 1. And then I'm gonna put in this sparkly blue alcohol ink in, and then we'll start with the white, and I'm gonna just like in no real particular order or spot anyway, put the white in. So I need to mix or shake this up because it's got glitter in it, and so it's got a like couple of little balls in it to make sure that it gets agitated enough. Hopefully it doesn't like leak everywhere. This bottle is kind of cruddy because of the fact that like when I shake it, the alcohol ink inside gets everywhere on the outside. All right, so I want to do 2, 3. We'll do 4. So that was 4 of this alcohol ink. I got it at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so first I'm gonna mix up the white, just the white. And I might need to add more, but let's see what it looks like. No. So that's the white. And I've got my piping bag ready. I'm going to scooch this over just a little bit. And I'm hoping tomorrow, because I have had no times at all over like since Wednesday to do what I wanted to do, which was reorganize my whole crafting area. Because I got this like really inexpensive bookshelf and some containers and little like storage buckets and stuff. And so I'm hoping that I can do that and things will look a little bit neater because it's driving me nuts. Okay. Hey, Sandra. Welcome in. Okay. So we got the white. And like I said, I will be putting it, well, you kind of have to start from the center and work your way out. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the center and work my way out. So just like a cake, we're going to cut the tip off. Okay. So this might be boring a little bit because I probably won't say much. So I apologize for my non-talking. We'll see if the other one, my white and blue alcohol ink dots show up. They may show up because of the sparkle, and that's mainly what I'm looking for. But I'm trying to space these out so that I can kind of get those dots in somewhere. But everybody loves glitter, right? Just don't spill it because then you'll get it everywhere and then it never fails no matter how much you try to clean it up. When you think you've gotten it cleaned up, it ends up somewhere that you don't think you would think it should be. I've had that happen to me and it will be and end up I've spilled it in the craft room and it will somehow get in my car. It will have gotten uh in the living room, just in random spots. Okay. Yes, glitter is awesome. All right, so that's all the white dots that I'm going to put down. Let's now get the blue and white glittery uh, dots down. So I put a little bit of white and then like 4 drops of my blue glittery alcohol ink in here. So I'm hoping that it shows up. Let's see. So that's what it looks like right now. Okay, so we're gonna put it in the piping bag. And hopefully I don't spill. And then we'll get to the stuff that I have decided to part with if you guys are interested. Obviously, no pressure. Shipping is still gonna be the same. It's $8, and I will try to get it out as soon as I can. Um, and I managed to figure out how to do banners, and so you should see my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo uh, at the bottom banner scrolling. So you can, if you decide to buy, no, that's, you can choose however it is you want to pay me. Um, all right. I really, really like this color combination. And no, it's not just because my favorite color is blue. I just like the way it looks right now. I just hope it comes out. Because, you picture it in your head and then it doesn't always come out. But that's all right. So, and if there is ever a time that you like me to make you custom, you can always let me know. Put it on one of my posts or whatever, and I would be happy to make something for you. I will even make it for you on a live because I always think it's fun to see an artist's process when I request things. Um, and I got a new mold because there is a like pretty, I'm hoping, easy technique that I want to try, and I need that kind of mold to make it. And because of all the Black Friday sales, I got it for really, really cheap. Doing this always reminds me of frosting a cake. Not that I'm very good at frosting cakes, but you know, shaky hands and all. And I'm just filling in like the holes that I kind of left. So hopefully it looks okay. Okay, that should be it. That's it. No more. All right. Now, take my gloves off and move that there. Move the scissors out of the way. So I'll bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see. So that's what it looks like up close. Yeah, it is. I'm hoping it comes out the way I want it to. Okay, so put you back up here. Sorry for the jostling and the bumping. Okay, so some of the things that I am going to be showing you were from the last uh, Dibs, and I brought the price down a little bit. Um, but you know, and there's like I think 2 new pieces. Um, but you know, I get it. So you guys probably remember this one. This one I'm calling Galaxy just because it looks like a galaxy. It has the magnets on the back. And this one is going to be $20. And I would just need to clean it up. Let me see. And then this one is, so this one, it reminds me of the ocean, but so this is a round blue one, and it's got like a silver black center, and that one is going to be $23. And then this one, which is one of my more favorite ones, it's got a green in the center with a dark purple back, and it's 25. The poppy, because it's nice and glittery, it reminds me of a poppy, and I think you guys said that it reminds you of poppy. I have priced this one down to 18. Oh, let me see. All right. This one is 20, and it's got uh, white on the edge with a little glitter. Well, it's white and pink. It's the pink alcohol ink, and it's got like shiny glittery in there. And that one is going to be 20. And then this one, the one I just unmolded, this one I priced at 28. Hey there. So this one is 28. And then the last one, this one, I'm sure you guys remember it, and it's got the pinky purple on the back, is 20. So, so yeah, that's that. Like I said, shipping is $8 flat, no matter how many items you get, and then yeah. Anyhow, um, I will then post it on my community page with all the pictures, and then I will put the prices as well. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? I really want to pour something else, but um, I don't really have a lot of room at my desk anymore. Um, but the nice thing is with this one, I think I poured exactly the right amount of resin, which was 7 ounces. So it is basically right at the edge, and I won't be backing it. And I'll be interested to see if all the dots come to the center and it turns out to be what I want it to be. Hey, Suzanne. So, I don't know. I think some of you guys watched the replay. So, this is how it turned out. I unmolded it. This is what it looked like when I poured it. And when I unmolded it, this is what it came out to be on the other side. So, yeah. All right. So we're thank you. I appreciate that. Um I don't I'm debating on whether or not I want to pour something small, but I'm like, where do you have any room? You don't have any room. But I've got some new resin color inks, and thanks, Deborah. And so I really want to try everything out. And so I am looking forward to um, pouring some new stuff. Okay, let me see if I can find. Let's do this one. So this is my. Yes, please. Yeah. Um. So this is my holographic um mold, and it's pretty small. So it only takes 4 ounces of resin. So we're gonna scooch this guy out of the way. So it shouldn't take up too much room. Because that's always the problem. That's why I'm trying to reorganize everything. And because my son has a smaller desk, so I want to slap it onto my desk that I'm working on now and uh, destash some of the molds that I'm no longer using and then reorganize all my other junk. So, let's do another one then. Pour a little bit more resin. So I'm gonna be pouring 2 ounces of part A, which is always heavier than the other. It's like clear molasses. That's what it reminds me of. So that's A. And then we'll do B. And this is my tabletop resin. And B is always lighter. And it's funny, even though they say it should come out, where when you're done, using the jug, that it's they should both be empty. 9 times out of 10, it's not. It's never the case. One always has more than the other. So let me put my gloves back on. Oh no, new pair of gloves. And we'll mix it up. And then we'll pick out some new colors. I'll make a flower in this one. Just because I think with the holograph on the bottom, and the thing about it is that with the holograph on the bottom, you can't um you can't top coat it, because if you top coat it, the holograph um part goes away. I There are videos where you can figure out, where it shows you how to make those molds on your own. I really should do that. Probably save me a lot more money, but that makes sense. So, but in the meantime, uh, it it does really, really look nice when you take it outside in the sun. And then, of course, you've got the glitter and or stones in there, and it will add a huge pop when you take it outside. So I'm just mixing this up really quick. And what I actually want to do is possibly um, well, I think my husband said that there's this store that sells odds and ends and whatnot, as far as like hardware and just random things, and they also sell live wood. And so he said that there was this like big piece of live wood. I don't remember what he said it was exactly, but he said it didn't cost a lot of money. I think he said it was $15, like 1 5, and it was a pretty long plank of wood. And it wasn't like a 2 by 4 or whatever. It had the bark on it and everything still. And so because he really wants me to try and pour on a live wood piece, and then what he would do is then pull up one of our countertops, and then if it looks good enough, he will then replace the countertop with my uh, live wood piece. So he said that we should pick up that piece of live wood, because it's fairly inexpensive, and then I can practice on it. So um, we'll see if I do that, because I'll have to do it outside. Obviously, I can't do it inside of the house because it's so large. But yeah, I told them, I said I would definitely have to get several more jugs of resin in order to do it, because it's so big. But I do think it would be really cool, because um, I have so many ideas swimming in my head on what I would like it to look like. I've even thought of even putting like actual food in the countertop, because you can do that and pour the resin on top of it, and it will basically keep it preserved forever. And if you pick the right resin, it is food safe. And then they also have ones that are food safe along with what is it, anti-yellowing. So it should stay nice and clear if I take care of it over time. So that would be really, really nice to be able to do. Sorry, my voice is kind of scratchy right now. So I'm just trying to get this stirred up as quickly as I can. I think it's almost done. Once, couple more swirls here. Okay, so there's got a lot of bubbles in there because I stirred it really, really fast. But it'll be fine. All right, so there's the mold. I've got my empty cup here, and we're gonna pour a little bit in here, maybe about an ounce or so for my white. Set that aside. And let's get and I'm just getting it in here. So if I take too long because I'm blabbing away, it doesn't cure too quickly. Since I've already stirred it, it has, the chemical reaction has started. So we don't want it to cure if I talk too much, because you guys know I like to talk. Okay. Ah, get off. Okay. Yeah, I think it would just be fun to do it and see how it comes out, just for the whole like aspect of saying I actually was able to do it. Um, because I don't know if it's kind of intimidating actually. So okay, I'm gonna put in a little bit of white. Come on, come on. Okay, so I put in maybe about 2 drops. We'll mix it around. I'll show it to you here in just a second, and I'll get my inks out and we'll pick a color. Okay. And then we'll pick out, depending on what kind of color we pick, will determine the center we will decide. So that's the white. All right, let me see here. Okay, we'll put the blues back. What colors? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing too, Sally. I would love to do that. Like with the blues, and even with putting like some stones and um, sand or something to that, idea. And I've even seen it with moss in there. So that's kind of what I have running in my head. So, all right, I'm going to put the blue back, and let's see. What do we want to do? Any Suggestions. Let's see. Let's do. I'll do emerald. Actually, let's see. Emerald. Lime. And honey. That sounds like a nice combination. So those are the 3 colors I picked. Now I gotta pick out my stones that I want to put in the center. And then we'll have at it. Okay, so. Oh, and then I need to get my piping bag. But let's pick out the stones first. I've got the stones. And now we've got to get the piping bag. And cut it down a little bit because it's a little big. Okay, so these are the colors I picked, and these are a little different than what I normally do. So let's hope it comes out okay, or they match. All right, so I picked out honey, emerald, and lime. Okay, now, oh, and then this is the stones we're going with. This like light green color. Okay, so I'm going to go with in the center. Let's do the lime in the center. I don't know if I've used this color yet. There's bubbles in the center. I got a torch. Fancy me. I think I paid $2 for the dang thing. I am so cheap sometimes. Okay, and there is something in here. I don't know what that is. So now there's no more bubbles. Okay, good night. Okay, so let's do the line. That's going to be in the center. And then around it, we'll do the honey. Okay, now we'll do emerald. And that will go like kind of wherever. Okay. Now, my piping bag and my white. And I'm trying to think how I want to do this. If I want to do because you can do your petals like different ways, but I'm not very adventurous. So I don't know. We'll try something and see how it comes out. Okay. Cut the tip off. Just a little bit. Squeeze a little bit on the napkin to get it going. Because there's an air bubble. We need to make that hole a little bit bigger. Otherwise, it may come out the other side. Okay, let's try again. All right, let's see. Trying to fill up the whole mold. Okay, there we go. Now, we'll do that. All right. I'm happy with that. Then let's put down the center. Ah, as I spill it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do this. Mainly because I feel like it's a little incomplete. Okay. Now I feel better. I think it looks better now. All right. So that's two, which is pretty impressive for me. Um, Normally my eyes have gone cross-eyed by now. But I am glad you guys asked me to do it. Because it's always fun. Now, I might, we'll see how I feel later on this evening. I may post stuff up later on tomorrow. I don't know. I should probably do it tonight while I'm here and get it done with. But let me first put you up close so you can see. These stones are on my desk. Okay. Okay. Move you in. Sorry for the shaking. So that's what that looks like right now. So the stones have already sunk down underneath, which always is fun to watch. And then the other piece looks like this right now. You can see how the dots have changed. And the ink has kind of come to the center, which is basically the idea I was looking for. Yeah, me too. I'm super excited. Um, so, like I said, somebody asked me to make the pill tray for them, and then the same goes for there's actually uh, a round piece that they asked for. Um, I think they really liked that sunburst one that I made. So we're gonna try and see if I can replicate it. But anyhow, we are at 1 hour and 15 minutes. Thank you guys for hanging out. Really appreciate it. This was fun. And I know this is not my normal time, and I'm sure there are way bigger channels out there. Doing lives right now. So I appreciate the fact that you guys came to mine. And I am going to wrap it up. We will, I should have another live set up for next week. And yes, it was good to see you guys. Um, and I really, there's so many things I really need to do. It's not even funny. As far as filming goes, it just never fails when I'm gonna sit down and do it. Something happens. So, anyway, again, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. It means a ton for you guys to be here to support me. Um, So yeah, I will see you guys when we unmold these two. And then what we'll do in the next one is I'm going to see if I can replicate uh, the sunburst one. Okay, so everybody have a great evening. Have a great weekend, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.